Resident Evil 4. I won't talk about this one too long. Um, the most unique thing I could say about fuck, Resident Evil 4 is that I think that it's not fun on replay. Whereas in Devil May Cry, the grind to fully power up your characters is the worst part of the game, and the best part is always just replaying it at full strength and on higher difficulties and trying to push yourself for better ranks. Resident Evil 4 is always best on the first time because when you're at full health and nothing can really hurt you and all of your guns kill everything in one hit, when you have everything maxed out, the game's not really fun. It's too easy. You want to start a new file. New Game Plus in Resident Evil 4 is not fun. But the game itself is great. The experience of the game, you know. What the fuck am I going to say about Resident Evil 4? It's fucking good. Resident Evil 5, it's also pretty good. A lot like... Oh my god. Better mute that. Well, whatever. Resident Evil 5, you know, a lot of people have mixed feelings about it, rightly so. I play it how I play Devil May Cry 4, where Devil May Cry 4, I always just do Bloody Palace. In Resident Evil 5, I always do Mercenaries. Yeah. Resident Evil 5, you know, it's like a 7, 8 out of 10. DC Douglas is he is a good Wesker. It's fucking, it's a video game. Shovel Knight, Treasure Trove. Like the one game Yacht Club has made, and they've been making it for 10 years. Shovel Knight, I remember playing it back in high school. I first got it on the 3DS. I have nostalgic memories for playing it on my 2DS before I sold my 2DS, because the only fucking games that I had for it were Ocarina of Time and Shovel Knight, and they were the only games I cared about, and I beat them, and then I sold it. Shovel Knight, I'm almost done playing through the main story again. I don't know when I'm gonna find time for the other 3 campaigns. Like, I was fine with just the first one. I would have much rather they just moved on to another project. I know it was all kickstarted, and they have like different goals to reach. Like the versus mode in the game is still not fucking done. But it's like they said they wanted to move on to other projects once Shovel Knight was over. Like they want to go do this game, and then if they do return to Shovel Knight again, it's gonna be for say Shovel Knight 64. They're not gonna do like a Super Nintendo. But Shovel Knight 64, I am fucking down with. That would be fucking awesome, because the age of retro 8-bit, 16-bit, pixel style 2D fucking games, platformers, shooters, whatever, I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it. I want my PS1/N64 early polygon nostalgia. That's what I want. I don't want old black and white 30s movies. I want 40s and 50s talkies. That's what I want. I want that old, cool, vintage shit. And yeah, to me, I would much prefer it if they just moved on to Shovel Knight 64. That obviously wouldn't be creatively fulfilling for them, because they're probably all fucking sick of working on Shovel Knight at this point. But, you know, it's just how I feel, you know. For me, Shovel Knight was done a long time ago. I stopped caring. Donkey is saying that the other campaigns are great. I'm going to force myself to give them a shot at some point. Yeah. Sleeping Dogs. This I have downloaded from a friend's account. I played a few hours of it. It's okay. It's fun enough. The combat feels a little weird, honestly. Like when you press the counter button when you don't need to, the vulnerable animation you go into afterwards is really fucking annoying. That is the most specific complaint I have about it. Is that when you press the counter button, when there's no enemies to actually counter, your guy, Wei Chen or whatever, he goes into this really long animation where he's like, oh, what the fuck's happening? It's like Spider-Man. And he's like, I don't know. Combat just didn't feel super smooth to me. But it's like fun enough. Like slamming dudes into fucking fish tanks is fun enough. I don't know, I just don't feel super passionately about it. You know, big AAA open world game, who gives a shit? It's fine. Sonic Mania. Now, this Sonic Mania, it's weird to think that the game is over a year old. You might notice that I don't have the Sonic Mania Plus DLC. See, because when I was a wee lad, I became a Sonic game, and I was terrible, and no one liked me because I was a Sonic game. But yeah, no, I'm in kind of a Sonic relapse. I used to really care, but I just feel numb at this point. Sonic Forces was really the final nail in the coffin of like, ugh, I can't let myself be hurt anymore. Like, fuck me. God, it's the signature, it's the smoking gun of my autism. That is what Sonic fucking is. And Sonic Mania, I didn't feel all that passionate about it. I didn't like it all that much. It was fine. But it's like, oh, Green Hill Zone again. Oh, Chemical Plant again. T-Lopes did the music. Music's okay. It's pretty good. The new zones look nice. The levels are really weirdly long, though. Every fucking level goes on like it's fucking Metropolis Zone. It's super weird. Ugh. And like, I don't like a good 2D Sonic game is fine, but I want a good 3D Sonic game. Like, because they've done it. Sonic Generations was great. And along with Batman Arkham Asylum, you know, that was the Christmas. That was a very special Christmas. I'll talk about that when I'm talking about my PS3 collection. But, ugh. Fuck, man. I don't know if, like, that's what's causing... I don't know if that's what's causing the flickering, but I have a candle on in this room. Maybe I just need to keep focusing it. Well, who fucking cares? This is more of a podcast anyway. I don't know. Sonic Mania. It's pretty good. I played through it once and beat it. And I was kind of done with it. Worst thing of all is that it came out over a year ago, which feels so weird. And it came out on my birthday. It came out on August 15th. So it felt like, this is my thing. It came out the birthday I turned 19. I'm 20 now. I've only played it for less than 10 hours. At least it was only $20. Thank fucking Jesus. Street Fighter V. I have similarly contentious feelings about it. I have been baited into buying many a costume. Many for Chun-Li, obviously. I don't know, man. At the end of the day, I just enjoy the game. The seasonal structure of buying new characters, that's all fine, but you know, the initial release of the game, Street Fighter V did deserve a lot of its flack, most of it, if not all of it, and it deserved to falter, and you know, it deserves to be continually derided for some of its exploitative elements, but at the end of the day, as I was saying, at the end of the day, I just have fun playing it. You know, I'd say it's a little more fun than Street Fighter 4. So that's all that fucking matters to me, man. Fucking love Street Fighter. I love Cody. All the guys in the new season are pretty cool. And yeah, that's it. Street Fighter 5 is a good game that I like to play. Similarly so with KOF 14. KOF 14, a lot of people were bitching about it when the graphics were bad back in the day. And yeah, game looked like shit. But it doesn't anymore. The game doesn't look great. All of the particle effects for like the fire and the projectiles, especially where, you know, you have King of Fighters, every projectile skims along the floor for some reason, they feel completely detached from the actual world. Like they feel like like a Photoshop layer poorly integrated on top of the image. They don't look like they're in the same world. But other than that, the game is visually serviceable and it's fun. It's KOF, man. You know, I am not one crying to the moon like a fucking Japanese X-Man about the loss of the pixel art in King of Fighters. Like I am one of a very small clique of people who does not think that KOF 13 is the best looking fucking fighting game in the world. But whatever, that's neither here nor there. Yeah, KOF 14, I liked all the DLC characters that came out. The game's just fun. It feels like KOF. It's another KOF, baby. And it's good. Except for that girl with the eyeballs. She's fucking scary and gross. But that's kind of the point, so I'll forgive it. She's kind of supposed to be an unappealing character. She's supposed to be visually fucking hideous. So yeah, they succeeded with that.